Hey, what you want, yeah. We just chillin' by the wild wise. Lemonade with the large fries. Puff twice for the calm high. Hey, what you want, yeah. Big checks make the bank bounce. Old school candy paint down. Bad chicks, they from down south. Hey, what you want?
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, BQ Quick Reviews. Today we are doing... It's so funny.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I gotta talk. What do you mean?
That's not how you talk, son.
How do I talk?
Not like that.
Not like that?
It sounds like you code switching, but go ahead.
Okay, sounds like I'm code switching apparently. Well, anyways, we're doing my segment BQ Talks, where I talk about my personal experience and I invite guests on to talk about their personal experiences about a particular subject. Today, we're going to be talking about a serious topic, men's depression. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you know that men are 3 to 4 times likely to committing suicide than a woman?
Yeah, yeah, I've heard that statistic. It's believable.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you go first, and I'm just gonna ask you a question, then I'm gonna answer that after.
Okay.
Why do you feel like men are committing suicide at a much higher rate than women?
I feel like it's a combination of different societal pressures. I think the I think coming from the old or traditional family structure, men were expected to be the providers, and now we're living in an economy where it is the same wage you would have been making back in that day can't even afford you an apartment now. So a lot of men aren't able to maintain on their own, and let alone take care of a woman, and I think that is something that gets to them. And yeah, just also the fact that the whole stereotype of man up, the whole idea that men aren't supposed to have emotions or whatever. And it's not to say that just like let your emotions get out of control, but it should be okay to express yourself as a man or as a human. I think people look at men and they look at men as men and not humans for some reason, and I think that's what turns out to be the reason why most just end it.
Yeah, I think that was like just beautifully put, because I feel like it's a lot of thing where just like growing up, men are told to hold their emotions, and if they do express their emotions, even on men's side and as well as women's side, they're told man up, or they're told they have to just hold back their feelings and just get things done. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on men, and I think that in this day and time, it's hard for younger people coming up when you have so much pressures to get your life together and get your life straight and everything, and you're just trying to figure out your purpose and figure out your way in life. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about is like, I feel like a lot of men nowadays have a lack of like purpose and a lack of where they want to go and what they want to do, and that can really lead to a depressive cycle where you feel like you're worth nothing, because the fact of the matter is, in this day and age, men are valued for what they can provide, what they can do, and what they can give to others. And when you have nothing to offer, it just feels like you have nothing, no place in the world.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I've been depressed many times in my life, and this is from me like being younger and stuff. Like when I was younger, I had 4 older brothers, including Pook hustle. Yeah, so I had 4 older brothers, and it was like they were all. It kind of came from like jealousy. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, because like all of them were good and talented at something. Like, you were doing your basketball, uh, Bo was doing his football thing, and Bosch was even with his music, and then Mike, he was going to college doing his forensic science thing, and just like me, it was like I had nothing. It was just like I like no, for real. It was just like I had nothing. So it was like I took that into consideration. I really pounded myself, and it's just like, yo, what you doing with your life? And then others will ask, what you doing with your life? But it all boiled down to, I don't fucking know. I'm still like in school. I'm still in school and shit. Worried about like if I'm gonna pass this math class before my mother whip my ass or something. Like it's just like at that time I felt like I needed to know where I was gonna go and I needed to know what I was gonna do and I needed to have my stuff together. But I was just a teen, and I was so depressed where I like would contemplate suicide. And you know, it looking back on it, it's like I it's not something that I'm worried about now. Like I'm looking back at that like I was so depressed about that.
Yeah.
And I have so much more to worry about now, but I'm not as depressed.
Yeah.
But it's just that lack of purpose and knowing where to go. And I feel like that's where a lot of men nowadays are lost. They lost their purpose. And even when you was talking about back in the day, like just taking care of your family and taking care of something
That was it.
is your purpose. But with how society has changed now, you know, men aren't like making as much money, and even if they are making as much money, it's not enough to pay the bills and wages that are, you know, across the U.S. right now.
Yeah, and women are on average making more money, even
Yeah.
though they talk about the wage gap or whatever. I'm not too sure about it statistically, but I know specifically with black women, you know, they make more money than black men on
Yeah, y'all do
on
your
average.
thing. Y'all doing your
So
thing out there.
Shout out to y'all, you feel
Yeah.
me?
We ain't
You know,
hating over here.
we ain't
Not at all.
We ain't hating. We just saying, you know, it ain't easy on this side, you know. But
Yeah.
not to say it's easy on y'all side, but you know, there's things we think about as brothers or as men in general.
Yeah, and I think like so now that you know we see that the problem and there's a lot of people out here who are depressed and feel like you know there's a lot of pressure on them and they feel like they're walking around without a purpose and everything. What would be your advice to get out of that hole of depression?
I mean, the question kind of is the answer is finding your purpose and within having purpose, there's going to be trials and tribulations. I think almost when you think about the Bible, if you think about all the prophets, like anybody who had a major purpose had the craziest trials and all of these things that they have to go through. And the grass may look green on the other side for other people who may have more than you, but you don't know what they had to go through to get to where they at. So I'd say the main thing is to, you know, focus on finding your purpose. Focus on finding your purpose. What else I'd say? Yeah, so focus on finding your purpose. When it comes to if you're gonna work a 9 to 5 or any type of job, try to do something that relates to your purpose, you know, or something that you enjoy doing so that you're not spending 8 hours somewhere that's making you miserable, because that's draining. So to try to do anything outside of work when you hate where you work is always going to make life hard. So I would say focus on your purpose and finding things if you have to work outside of your purpose to maintain, to find something you can do that you'll enjoy instead of just, you know, being in it for the money. Yeah, money's good, but I think energy and your energy is more important than money, because and good energy will always make you money if you know how to use it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up that point about, you know, not just like working for something to make money. It is very important that you do something because you love doing it. Because yes, the money is nice and stuff, but you have to wake up and do that same thing every single day.
Oh, yeah.
And you will wake up miserable. Like the place that I work, you know, it's a lot of high paid people, you know, they make money, but they come to work freaking miserable. They don't like coming to work every day. They're like, I can't wait till Friday and stuff. You don't want to work a job like that. That's mentally depressing. You see a lot of these superstars and stuff who have money and can buy anything in the world and they still commit suicide, and that's what it is. It's they are not happy just inherently, and the thing that they doing is not making them happy neither. So make sure what you do makes you happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I was gonna say. And with purpose comes having faith. I think one thing that they teach in religion, whether you Christian or whatever, is having faith. I think even if you're not religious or in a religion, it's important to have faith in your purpose, or just to have some type of faith, because that's what's gonna carry you over in those moments of, dang, like, you feel me? Like, I make music, so sometimes I drop a song and I'm like, yo, this song is mad fire, but it don't get as many streams or as many views as I think it should get, or maybe people aren't reacting to it how I think it should. But when you have your faith, that's saying that, you know what? I trust myself, I trust my purpose, and that, even if people aren't gravitating towards this right now, that this is still dope, this is still what I'm supposed to be doing. So keep faith, and also take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Get tested, and not just for for all STDs or whatever. Get tested. But go there, to see a dietitian, get MRIs, X-rays, get your general checkups to make sure your health is good, and take care of yourself. Take the extra time in the morning to wash your face extra when you're in the shower. Buy products that are good for your skin, like finding, I have very sensitive skin on my face, so I've been having problems for a long time with putting certain things on my face, and then I finally found something that works for my face, and that makes my life so much more convenient to be able to put something on my skin that doesn't irritate it. So focus on the same way women focus on beauty. I know we don't wear makeup, but
I mean, maybe they do. It's 2020.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Maybe they do.
If that's your thing too, invest as much as you would into yourself and self-care, because it's very important for you to feel good. Like, regardless of our self-image, like, I wasn't the most confident growing up because, being dark-skinned, Chris Brown was the man. You had Trey Songz, you had B2K. Nobody looked like me on television, so all the girls made fun of me. So even today, that I still deal with that when it comes to my self-image. But one thing that always helps me with that is the fact that I take such good care of myself. I take extra time to wash my face, take extra showers, and make sure I smell good. Like, I have very expensive cologne. Luckily, I had a job that, kind of got it free. But, invest in things that'll make you feel good or smell good and look good, I say that's it.
Yeah, like that was a very good point you brought up. Like, invest in yourself, You want to make sure that you invest in yourself to always better yourself, be the best person that you can be, because even like just you get into finer things in life and everything, it's not going to make you happy if you're not good yourself. And, that's just another thing, if you feel like you're in that moment where nothing's going right and you feel like you need to you want to just end it all and everything, you don't want to go on, and you feel like you can't go on, just like imagine if during those times where I felt that way, like, I would have took my life. Like, all the people that I've interacted with, all the people that I've had good, interactions with, and probably helped them on their journey, I wouldn't be there, and that would probably negatively impact them, and also my family too. And also, even if you're not thinking about that, because it comes from more of a personal thing, you have to look at it like this. Like, there's always going to be like low points in your life. You got to work towards enjoying those high points of your life, you know, and just make sure, you know, you look in what, because at the stuff that I was depressed about and felt like everything was going wrong, I look back at it and I laugh about it. And, you know, no,
Yeah.
for real, I look back at it and I
do.
laugh about, like, yo, I was really stressed about this, and there's a whole bigger world out there, and I'm, you know, stuck in this bubble of what's going on around me, when I could work on myself and fix what's going on around me. You can fix what's going on around you. Especially here in America, you know, it's not like how it used to be, you know, 50, 100 years ago or whatever. You know, there's things out there where you can, you know, get help and, you know, fix yourself. And there's people that's made it from the dirt all the way to the top, you know. And just making out of that point in time, I'm like so glad that I didn't go through with, you know, doing something like that, because I've had so many life experiences that were great, and so much things that I learned that I could help to pass on to somebody else. So yeah, like everything you're going through right now, there's gonna be a better place than, you know. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I have on my experiences with men's depression. You have anything else you want to say?
Nah, not really.
No.
I could talk forever, but you know.
Yeah, we don't want to talk your heads off.
We're not gonna talk forever. You know, the short, the better. So.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. And if you've made it this far, like, comment, and subscribe, and put down in the comments, you know, what topic you would like me to talk about, and I will have more guests on the show to talk and everything, and hopefully Masai, Pook Hustle, will be back on the show for another video. Thank you guys for watching.
Mediocre, everybody wanna be a rapper. You ain't real, but you play a role. Most of y'all pretty decent actors. I know real goons and they on the block. Hit it stained like they bleaching fabric. I'm a nice guy, but got a dark side. We could get it cracking like my